Hello, Lisa Fry, the Catholic Unschooler here. I will have another video for you, but in the meantime, I want to share an experience that may help you. If you are inflamed in your body at all, maybe with like arthritis, maybe there's pain problems in your hips, whatever the pain may be due to inflammation, or you have breathing problems like I do. I have been diagnosed since my early 20s with asthma. Now, for a while now, I've been staying away from grains, occasionally going towards it, like yesterday when I had my mother-in-law's brownies, and then my husband brought home pizza. Okay, but normally, normally I don't gravitate towards those things. So for the majority of the time, I stay away from it, and now I have hip pain. Okay, due to an accident that happened to me. I was going outside and my whole body on the snow went up in the air and slammed down on the ground. Terrible. I had so much respect after that for the earth. The earth is strong. Okay, so because of that accident, my hip hurts occasionally. Don't mind my wanting to cough. But the thing is, so that has subsided a lot. If there were numbers, 1 to 10, I would say that my hip pain, the one that was going, ow, every time I took a step or a turn, is gone, okay, due to 4 days of staying away from grains for the most part. And when I say grains, I mean things like breads, pastas, cereals, rice, quinoa, oatmeal, cookies, cakes, pizza, all the good stuff. Well, tasting wise anyway. That's what I'm talking about. So now, after 4 days of not having it, my hip almost wants to hurt. Like the next level on that scale from 1 to 10 would be pain. So I just constantly have that little bit of, oh my gosh, it's on the verge of wanting to hurt. So I'm just not exercising because that does inflame it too. I'm not even taking Advil. I'm not doing anything because I don't want anything inside my body that shouldn't be there really. If it's going to stay inflamed and hurt, yes, then I would do that. However, it is not. It's getting better. And I will learn exercises for that. I'm telling you this because you may have this problem. Now, say you have the breathing problem. Today, well, actually last night, it was dawning on me that, you know what, I need to see if, because a lot of people are allergic to dairy. Now, you're either lactose intolerant or you just might have allergies to the milk proteins or whey, which is part of the dairy. So if you have lactose intolerant, you don't have the enzymes to break that down, and that's what will cause the lactose intolerance. So I remember, and I'm telling you this in case you might have this situation, when I was pregnant with my son, I would have he would vomit like crazy. Anytime he ate, I would nurse him, and he would just vomit galore, okay? Every time. I felt so bad for him. Well, once I stopped drinking milk, because I drank milk like crazy, then he stopped doing that. What does that tell you? And my whole childhood, up until I had my son, I would have stomach problems. It would hurt so bad as the food was passing through my intestines that I would have to hold on to something, hold my breath, and not breathe. I had to hold it. Otherwise, it would just absolutely kill. And that used to make me nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have to breathe. Like what if the pain doesn't stop and I won't be able to breathe anymore? So it was a shooting, stabbing pain. Nobody could figure it out. One day, since I stopped drinking that milk, so when my son stopped vomiting, all of a sudden, I'm in the car, and I could usually tell when that pain was going to come. I could actually feel my food passing through my intestines, and I was getting ready. I was ready to hold my breath. I could feel it. It was ready, and then nothing happened. And I was like, what? And so it no longer happens anymore. I was tortured with that my whole life, okay, thus far. So now, for all day long today, I didn't put cream in my coffee. I used almond milk. I did not put butter on my onions that I sauteed. I didn't eat the butter that was on the potatoes. High insulin food. So I'm sitting here, and yes, I'm coughing a little bit, but you haven't really heard me cough like crazy, right? A couple of times. Wow. For me to breathe to exhale out. In was always easy. It was the out that mattered. I would cough my living brains out. So, what does that tell you? I may have allergies towards dairy. Oh my gosh. So, if you have these breathing problems, I do not use my inhaler. I won't unless in a complete emergency, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. And believe me, I've been coughing my brains out to the point that, you're worried. You're thinking, do I need a lung transplant? Everything was so sensitive. I kept explaining it like a snake was like, trying to squeeze and suffocate the animal. And I'm just like, that's what it feels like. It's like a constant need to try to breathe, because it was like every breath was very shaky, very coughing. I couldn't really laugh. Just exhaling in general was just terrible. So I highly suggest trying it out. Just be patient with yourself. I know it is extremely difficult. I am the dairy queen. You get it? Seriously. I love cheese. I love sour cream. I love cream cheese. I love whipped cream. I love my ice cream that I just made, and I put heavy cream in it. I love all of that. Yes, yes, yes. However, today I'm seeing if this is the problem, because my breathing is more important, and God knows what else could happen to your health, right? Constantly deteriorating. Now, wheat and so those grains and dairy are two very known things to be allergic to, okay? So just try it out if you have these problems, or if you know anybody else, you could share this information. All you can do is try, okay? And there's the proof. So may God bless you. Thank you. P.S. I would like to refer you to Dr. Berg. That's B-E-R-G on YouTube. Amazing health information that it doesn't even seem like doctors know about this, that, the medical professional field. So go check him out, or even Dr. Axe, A-X-E, both on YouTube. I hope this helped. So I would like to show you how serious I am about this man, Dr. Berg, setting me free from sugar. I put the fireman hat there because he saves lives, really. And so I wrote, "My hero, Dr. Berg, has successfully freed me from being a slave to food and helped save my marriage and family from the destruction of sugar. Forever grateful, a free woman." The only problem is I can't find his address, and the one that sends out all his vitamins and whatnot, they're not there with him. So, and they won't give me an address, so I'm stuck with this plaque. I've tried to, send messages to him. I can't seem to get through. So, hey, if you have his address, let me know. I'd love to give this to him. But, yeah, and you can also call him on Fridays. I think it's like at 11 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. And you can do live streams with him. All right. God bless.